opportunity to go through the statements?
Yes, noted. Yes, indeed, my lord. So, firstly, I can confirm that I went through the statement of Ngasesina, the warrant officer. He doesn't mention specifically seeing people outside the yard. However, my lord, if you go to A47, that is a statement of Bonginkosi Nkabinde. And if you go to paragraph 5, I'll just read the relevant portion, my lord, because the statement was disclosed. Paragraph 5 reads as follows. Myself and my body then left the spaza shop to go home. As we passed Kelly's mother's house, we saw two unknown black males standing in the dark in front of Kelly's mother's house. One of the two men was standing and talking on the phone. One of the two men was sitting down, and he had a brown jacket with white horizontal lines on the chest. The other part might not describe other things.
Lana ke umbuzo ukuthi ke ubhekile yini ukuthi ke zikhona yini itatimende uthi ke ubhekade ubhekile ke kwesakhe ubaba uNgcatshe owayeyiphoyisa akukho ke akushoyo yena ngabantu abakona kodwa sikhona ke la uA47 istatement sakhe uBonginkosi Nkabinde sifundeka ngalendlela kwakuyimina noMabhodi sahamba ke saya esitolo Okay, siya ekhaya nanjengoba sasindlula ke kaBokheli noma emzini kaMakakheli sabona abalisa ababili abamnyama esingabazi ababemi ngaphandle noma ke kwakumnyama la babemi ngakhona ke kaBokheli endlini kaMakakheli omunye wabo noma walaba ababini wayeme ngaphandle wayekhuluma ocingweni noma efonini yakhe. Omunye wabo ke yena wayehlezi phansi egqoke ijacket eyayibrown ngombala enemiga emhlophe la esifubeni.
Yes, madam. That's the closest statement that I can find insofar as people that were in the house. And the court will recall that insofar as what the investigation revealed, there were two spotters. Our investigation were able to reveal that accused 1 was outside as well as accused 4.
Iloko ke engikutholileke noma ke okutholakele kwitatimende ekhuluma ke ngabantu lapho ababengaphandle ke futhi ke nophenyo lethu ke esakuthola ke uma siphenya ke ukuthi babe babili abantu ababemi ngaphandle ke ababebhekile phecelezi ke kwamaphoyisa ke ekuthiwa ama-spotters umsola wokuqala kanye nowesine.
And this is prior to now this assertion that he then went in when accused 2 was running out, my lord.
Lokho ke kungaphambi kokuthi kwalokho ke okuye kwavela ke kokuthi ke uma ngaba umsola wesibili esephuma yena ke unumber 4 wangena ngaphakathi.
Does that statement say where these people were in relation to the house?
Yes, it says outside.
In front, outside. Where exactly?
No, my lord, it doesn't. What I read, that's why I read it verbatim. Yes. That's what it says. It simply says Kelly's mother's house.
Ngifundeke ngalendlela ekubhalwe ngayo ke lana ukuthi ke emzini kaMakakheli.
So those people were unidentified.
No, my lord, the deponent says. Can I finish?
Yes, they are unknown. That's a question.
Yeah, but can I have the indulgence of just finishing?
Okay, just finish.
So that we don't speak, on top of each other. The statement indicates, my lord, that the suspects that the deponent saw were unknown to him. And yes. If it goes further, and that's why he was surprised, because it's not people that he knows to be local residents. So they were unknown, it's not people that he knows, my lord.
Le statement indlela esifundeka ngayo ke uthi lo muntu owabhala ke noma ke obhala statement ukuthi ke abantu ayengabazi yena akusuka ukuthi abantu ke balapho ke endaweni abahlala khona lapho ukuthi abantu angabazi.
So does that statement say that when this person now identify or see these people who were standing outside, one smoking, the other one in his honchos, the incident was happening inside the house? Does he say that?
I beg your pardon, sorry, my lord, I didn't understand the question.
Does he say that when he observed these two persons, the incident was happening inside the house? Does this person whom you have just read his statement mention that when he saw these two people, the incident was happening inside the house? Do you understand the question?
I'm not sure whether I should read then the entire statement, because this deponent places these people in the house, and this is before the incident happened, because then he indicates that after seeing these people, then he narrates what happened afterwards, and that's when he learned that there was a shooting incident and Senzo was then shot. So, but prior to the shooting, so the placement of these people, according to the statement, is before the incident took place, my lord.
Ingaba lo muntu uyasho yini ke ukuthi ngale nkathi ebona labantu ke abashoyo ke la ukuthi ke isigameko sasenzeka ke ngaphakathi endlini mhlambe ke kuzofanele ukuthi ke istatement ngesifunde sonke ke ngoba ke uma ke esho ke ukuthi ubone labantu kungaphambilini kokuthi ke isigameko senzeke ke kamuva ke useyasho ukuthi ngase ngithola ke ngizwa ukuthi ke kwaba nokudubula okwenzeka ke lapha yana wase eseyadubuleka usenze.
I'm interested in this, Brigadier, because the two witnesses, Tumelo Madlala and Twala, Mtokozi Sitwala, they are saying at some point they went outside, Tumelo went outside for a smoke.
Yeah, my lord, I think
Before
that
the incident.
I'm not sure how should I assist with that, my lord.
Angazi ke ukuthi angilekelele kanjani ke kulokho ummeli ke uthi ke ngoba ke ubufakazi bakhe ke uTumelo kanye naye ke umthokozisi kubathi ke ngaphambi kokuthi isigameko lesi senzeke ke baphuma ke baya ngaphandle ke la uTumelo ayobhema khona.
But I think we have taken it too far. I was asking the question, Brigadier, as to at the stage when this incident is happening inside the house, is there a witness who says that he observes an unknown person, one person, standing outside the house on guard? That's a question I'm asking to you.
Yeah, but my lord, I think I answered, and that's why I said Mr. Ngashi didn't say that. But you see, this is the thing, my lord. When statements are composed, witnesses dispose statements according to what I saw. According to what they saw. So they close the statement. That's why I said the closest statement that one could find is this one of Bunginko Sinkabinde, who identifies seeing people outside Kelly Kumalo's house, because I understood the question to be saying, is there evidence in the docket that suggests that there were people seen outside the Kumalo's house? That's how I understood the question, and that's why I said the closest to that is this one insofar as A47 is concerned, my lord.
Brigadier wena ke umpenduleke uyithatheke waya kudeke nayo ngoba ke mina uma bengibuza ke ngibuzile ukuthi ingabe ukhona yini umuntu othi wabona umuntu oyedwa ngikhulume ngomuntu oyedwa owayemi ngaphandle ke emuzini lawo ke wakwaBokheli nkathi isigameko senzeka ke ingako ngishilo mina ke uma ngiphendula ukuthi ke lesi ke sakhe ke uncatshe akukho ngikutholile kodwa ke esisondele sona ke leso yisona lesi esikabonga inkosi Nkabinde othi kunabantu ababona bemi ngaphandle kaBokheli.
What is the answer to the question that I've just asked?
But what is the question, my lord?
The question that is there a statement from witnesses who say I saw a person standing on guard when the incident was happening inside the house. Is
No,
there a
there's no
statement to that effect?
No, there's no such statement,
Yes.
my lord.
Asikho istatement esinjalo sofakazi noma ufakazi ukuthi kunomuntu engambona owayemi ebhekileke owemi ngaphandle.
You also stated, the Brigadier, that there is no statement from the witnesses to the effect that when the two alleged intruders had left, there was another person who entered the house. Do you confirm that?
There is no statement, my lord, of a witness who says that.
Asikho istatement sofakazi oshoyo ukuthi ke uma noma sebephumileke laba ababili ekuthiwa ibona abangena endlini ukhona omunye owangena. Asikho istatement
Do you
esinjalo.
also confirm, Brigadier, that my client, Mr. Mapisa, was not identified either by the witnesses inside the house or by the neighbors at all material times when this incident was taking place? Do you confirm that?
Yeah, my lord. Well, look, yes, I can confirm that.
Yes.
But that question needs to be explored further, my lord. None of the accused, not only Mr. Mapisa, none of them from 1 to 4 was was identified by the neighbors or by people who were inside the house, specifically during the course of my investigation. None. It is evidence that was collected, my lord, that connects accused number 4 to this matter.
Kuyiqiniso yini ke ukuthi ke akukho umuntu ofaka noma kuba komakhelwane kanye futhi nalabo ababephakathi endlini abakhombayo ke engimele uMaphisa ukuthi ke waye ingxenye ke lapho yebo kuyiqiniso kodwa lokho ke akupheli nje kuphela ke kuMaphisa kodwa ke nabo bonke ke abasolwa kusuka ke number 1 yofica ke number 5 abekho ke abantu noma yilabo ababesendlini noma amakhelwane abathi baba abakhomba ukuthi bababona ke kodwa ke uphenyo ke olwaveza noma olwadalula ke ukuthi ngempela ke noma uMaphisa ke waye ingxenye.
Let us put aside, Brigadier, the two confession statements, the one on the 19th and the one on the 24th of June 2020. is there evidence, when you put aside the two confession statements, to the effect that accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, was present at the scene at 13511 Kutwaneng Street when this offense was committed?
Yes, so if you have to look at other evidence that was obtained that implicates accused number 4, my lord, the latest, I'll start the latest and go backwards, is Constable Zungu, that's the first one.
Ingaba khona yini ke ubufakazi asihlukaneke noma ke singakhulumi ke ngestatement noma lezo gonyuka ama confessions ke esithi ke umsolwa wesineke wayekhona ke noma wabonwa ke kwa 1351 kuTlwanong Street. Yebo, ngizoqala ke uConstable Zungu.
Brigadier, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm going to request you, Brigadier, to refer to the evidence of persons or witnesses who have already testified before court. In this court, now, is there evidence on record?
No, but my lord, I was not sitting in court. I mean,
on record, Brigadier. I'm sorry that I had to interrupt you. My question, so that you understand it very well, is there evidence on record since the inception of this trial, placing the accused, that is accused number 4, at the crime scene where this incident occurred? Is there evidence to that effect?
My lord, I didn't sit through the proceedings, so I will not be able to explain the evidence that was led by experts and the witnesses that came to testify, so that will be difficult. I can only refer to what I wanted to refer to insofar as the evidence that link accused number 4 in the commission of this offense.
Mina ke ngifuna ukwazi kuwena ke Brigadier ukuthi khona yini ke ubufakazi njengoba icala leli liqhubeka ke la enkantolo obukhombayo ukuthi ke umsolwa wesineke wayekhona ke noma ke eyingxenye ke lokho kwenzeka lapho eKutwanong Street 13511. Angeke ube kunganzima ke ukuthi ngikusho ke lokho njengoba bengingahlezi ke phakathi enkantolo ukuthi ngizwe ofakazi ke noma ke ongoti ukuthi ke bathini ke ngaphandle kwalokho nje ebengifuna ukuthi ngikusho.
On record, Brigadier, we do have the evidence. I'm still going to come to that evidence, the evidence of Zungu. Is there any other evidence on record which places accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, at the crime scene?
My lord, as I've said, the difficulty that I'm having is that I was not sitting in court. Even Zungu, I know insofar as that he gave evidence, but if then I'm being asked specifically what he said, it will be difficult because I didn't go through his evidence. I was not in court. I can only refer to the evidence that I've collected which links accused number 4 in the commission of this offense, my lord.
Nanjengoba ngishilo ke ukuthi ke bengekho ke la ngaphakathi ke enkantolo ukuthi ngizwe ukuthi ofakazi bathini ke naye ke uZungu ke angikwazi ke akushilo nanjengoba bengahlezi ke la enkantolo kodwa ke ubufakazi ke engihlanganisile ke uphenyo okulona ke ohlanganisa umsolwa wesine kanye naso isigameko.
Is it also correct that from the evidence of Ms. Makete, he couldn't physically identify and place accused number 4 at the crime scene? He just saw 3 male persons running away from the crime scene. Do you confirm that?
Is it Miss
Mokete?
Mokete. Oh,
Yes.
Ntabiseng.
Ntabiseng Mokete.
My recollection of Mukete, yes, I mean it's a description, my lord, of what she saw. I don't think, like I said, my lord, none of the witnesses, if I can just put it that way, be it inside or outside, identifies any of the accused specifically by names. They were not known, my lord. That's the general, I think, statement that one can put. So you will not have a witness, be it the persons who were inside the house or outside, who were able to say, for example, accused number 1 was the person who committed this offense, or accused number 4. You don't have that. That's why I said it is the investigation that led to the identification and involvement of this accused in this matter, my lord.
Akekho ufakazi noma ke kulabo ababe phakathi endlini noma ke omakhelwane labo ababe ngaphandle ke abakhombayo noma basho ke nanjengoba babe ngabazi ke noma amagama ko bengawazi abakhombayo ke abasola noma umsola oyedwa bathi umsola uthize wayekhona ke nanjengoba ngishilo ukuthi uphenyo okuyilona oluholele ekuthini ke abasola labo ke bahlanganiswe naso isigameko lesi.
Brigadier also testified that the planning of this incident took place at the hostel, Basotweni Hostel. Do you confirm that?
I do confirm that, my lord.
Ushilo ke kubufakazi bakho brigadier ukuthi ke ukuhlelwa ke kwesigameko lesi noma kwalokhu ke okwenzeka ke kwenzeka eBasotho hostel yebo mshilo.
Where did you get this information other than the confession statement of accused number 2, the ones that he made on the 19th and the 24th of June 2020? Where do you get this information that the planning took place at the hostel, Basotho hostel?
But my lord, that assertion comes exactly after the confession of accused 2 kicked in. So you can't distance the confessions from the utterances, because it is the confessions of accused 2 in particular that indicates what happened in the hostel. Then subsequent to that, you then get corroborating statements of Sifiso Zungu and other people that were interviewed, Piwe Buthelezi, Makosonke. But it kicks in from there, because prior to that, there was no such assertion that there was a planning at the hostel. We didn't know that there was a planning at the hostel until the confessions of accused number 2 came into existence, my lord.
Manje ke ngaphandle kokuthi ke noma ke ungasho ke noma ungakhulumi ngestatement sokugonyuluka sakhe ke umsolo wesibili, ukuthola kuphi ke lokho ukuthi ke ukuhlelwa ke kwalokhu kwenzeka eBasotho hostel, kodwa ke awukwazi nje ukuthi ke ungaqhelanisa ke lokho ukuthi ke ukuhlelwa kwalokhu kwenzeka ehostel kanye futhi nestatement sokugonyuluka sakhe umsolwa wesibili, ngoba ila kuphume khona noma kuvele khona ke ukuthi ke ukuhlelwa kwalokhu kwenzeka ehostel, ubusuthola ke istatement zabo oSifiso Zungu, uSimphiwe Buthelezi kanye futhi naye uMakhosonke.
Yes, so in essence, my lord, what I'm saying, prior to the existence of the confession statement, in particular of accused number 2, there were no attributions by me as the investigating officer that there was a planning that took place at the hostel, because we didn't know, my lord.
Futhi ke angisho nje ukuthi ke ngaphambilini kokuthi ke sibe khona ke istatement lesi sakhe umsolo wesibili bekungekho ke okubuya kimi nanjengomphenyi ke wecala leli ukuthi ukuhlelwa kwalokhu kwenzeka ehostel.
Other than the confession statement of accused number 2, I'm not going to go to the contents of the statement regarding the planning as to who did what. But other than the 2 confession statements, is there a statement from the witness who said, I was there, I heard what happened or what was discussed during the planning? Is there a statement to that effect?
My lord, what you have is a statement, for example, of Sifiso Zungu Kwabeni, who places the accused in the hostel. You then have the statement of Constable Zungu, who places them there and having discussions. You then have the statement of Simphiwe Buthelezi, who indicates specifically what accused 4 and accused 3 told him about their involvement in this matter. So you need to take this collectively, because Simphiwe Buthelezi, if you take his statement, indicates the involvement of accused, because he was interacting with them, in particular accused number 4 and 3, insofar as this matter is concerned, and then what then he was told. But then you also then have these witnesses who then places the accused together at the hostels, my lord. So the contents as to whether you have an eardrop or someone who said, I witnessed this thing directly, my lord, we don't have. What we have is someone who places them together prior to the incident, leaving, coming out, and subsequently them learning that this offense was then committed and the accused were involved, my lord.
Ingaba khona yini ufakazi noma istatement esofakazi esishoyo ke ukuthi ke yebo impela ke ngiyazi ngangikhona ngezwe kushiwo lokhu nalokhu ngathi ke kuhlelwa isigameko lesi, yebo akekho ke umuntu oyedwa othi ke yebo ngangikhona ngezwe kukhulunywa lokhu, kodwa ke kunalabo ofakazi ke ubizile uSifiso Zungu uGwabeni, uConstable Zungu kanye futhi naye ke uSimphiwe Buthelezi. uSimphiwe Buthelezi yena ke uyasho ukuthi yini ayitshelwa ngumsolo wesithathu kanye nowesine mayelana ke nokubandakanyeka kwabo noma ke ingxenye ke ababa nayo ke kusona ke isigameko lesi.
So after this exercise, Brigadier, of giving such a long answer, your final answer is there is no witness who had or who was with the accused when the planning of this incident occurred. Is that what you are saying?
No, my lord, I'm saying there are witnesses who saw the accused at Basotho hostel prior to this incident. There are witnesses who saw them talking and then thereafter they departed. They came back. There were utterances made by accused number 1 which relates to this matter. Then later, my lord, others witnesses came on board where the accused, in particular accused number 4, for example, confessed to this private person during a certain directives that he gave. So you need to take this collective. You can't isolate and say, I want someone who was there and then subsequently went out and became a 204. The closest person that we have in the investigation who was directly involved, that is accused number 2, and that is contained in his confession, my lord.
Sorry, just a minute. Lana ke kuzofanele ke ubheke ke noma ke ukuthi ke yini ke eyenzeka bakhona ke ofakazi abathi ke bababona ehostel abasolwa ke behlangene bekhuluma base beyahamba ke babuya ke la ababeye khona ke uma bebuya ke kukhona ke okwakhulunywa ke khona okwashiwo uyena umsolwa wokuqala mayelana nesigameko lesi kanye futhi ke kukhona nokugonyuluka ke okwenziwa uyena umsolwa wesine kumuntu thizeni mayelana ke naloko akwaziyo ke ngaso isigameko lesi bese kubakhona ke futhi nestatement sakhe umsolwa wesibili la agonyuluka khona manje kufanele ukuthathe konke lokho ukuhlanganisa.
And one of those statements, my lord, you simply have to read the statement of Kwabeni, Sifiso Zungu. Then you'll understand that context of how he places or how he explains the events unfolded, placing all the accused, what he learned after, the interaction when he interacted with some of the accused, and the feedback they gave him as to what happened and what he witnessed. You have to read that, then you'll understand, my lord, what I'm saying.
Kuzofanele futhi ke ufundeke istatement sakhe uGwabeni uSifiso Zungu ukuthi ke kwenzekani ke ukukhuluma kwakhe ke uxoxisana kwakhe ke nabasolwa ke noma abanye baboke yini abayisho ke bona kuyena ke lapho ke usuza thola ke konke ke manje ukuthi yini eyenzeka.
And this assertion, my lord, is insofar as what happened in the hostel. That's why I refer to Sifiso Zungu, because his involvement is the activities that took place prior to the incident when he witnessed the accused before court, and then after when they came back after the incident had taken place, and then subsequently other discussion which he had with some of the accused where the involvement was then confirmed to him as well. So that is relevant insofar as Basuchini Hostel is concerned.
Lokhu ke engikhulumayo ke ngikhuluma ke ngokwenzeka ke ehostel Basotho Hostel ila khona ke ashoyo ke uGwabeni ke nkathi ke belapho abasolwa kukhulunywa ke lapho sebehamba ke bebuya ke kanye futhi ke nezinto ke ezashiwo kamuva ke abanye babasolwa ke.
I do have the statement of Zungu Kwabeni, Sifiso Zungu. Is that Kwabeni?
Yes. No. Yeah, Sifiso Zungu Kwabeni. Yes. It was taken by me.
Yes, I do have it.
Yes.
It's here.
Yes.
But I'm not going to leave this question hanging, Brigadier, because to me, Brigadier, it looks like you are not prepared to answer this question, the simple question that I'm asking you, Brigadier. Do you want me to repeat the question for you? I'm not talking about the placement of the accused at the hostel. We will come to that.
My lord, that's why I said one needs to, unless then we read the statement of Zungu, because Sifiso Zungu is related to some of the accused before court. We're not talking about a stranger. It's someone who is related to some of these accused. There were interactions, he's even related to Constable Zungu. There were interactions directly with him, with some of the accused. There were utterances made by accused number 1 after the incident took place with regard to the death of Senzo Meiwa. There were interactions that he had with some of the accused in the homelands with regard to this matter. This is relevant because it's happening at the hostel, and I thought that is the question that I'm being asked as to who in the hostel can confirm the planning, this conspiracy that took place. Constable Zungu was there, but this Kwabeni, I refer to him because he had interactions with them, my lord, and subsequently there were confessions made to him by some of the accused about their involvement in this matter. That is why, I was saying the statement speaks for itself, my lord.
Lana ke ongikhuluma ngako ke yena ke uGwabeni lona ngoba ke umele uthi ngeke ngiliyeke ke udaba lolu ke Ngoba ke umbuzo lona ke ongawuphendulileke kodwa mina ke engikhuluma mhlambe indlela ke umbuzo engibuzwe ngayo ukuthi ke ukhona yini umuntu ngoba ingako ngishilo ukuthi ngikhuluma ngokwenzeka lapha yana ehostel owezwa ke ingako ngisho ke ukuthi yena ke ugwabeni ke uhlobeneke nabanye ke babasolwa ke laba kanye naye futhi ke uConstable Zungu ukhuluma ke ngaloko okwenzeka ehostel abasolwa behamba bebuya abanye naloko kwashiwa uyena ke umsolo wokuqala mayelana ke nokushona kwakhe uSenzo Meyiwa nokuthi futhi ke nezinto ezakhulunywa noma okwakhulunywa kuyena ke sebesemakhaya nalapho abanye babasolwa ke laba abagonyuluka kuyena.
The planning, the word planning, Brigadier, means orchestration of something. It cannot be post facto. It cannot be post facto, Brigadier. I'm meaning by planning. Before the incident, it was, my question was in relation to before the incident. Is there a person at the hostel who was with the accused, as it is said that the accused were at the hostel, who was with the accused, and he had the orchestration or the planning of this offense? Is there a person?
My lord, it's not post facto. I think if Advocate Malo is saying, is there a witness that says before the accused left, they told me they're going to kill Senzo Meyiwa? No, we don't have that. But what we have, and that's why I said you need to look at Sifiso Zungu's statements, because it illustrates the chain of events before the incident took place. He places them in the hostel, the meeting that took place, even though you may not have heard directly, but what transpired, then them leaving, them coming back to the hostel, one of the accused announcing that Senzo have just been killed at a stage when the news have not even announced. The statement goes further to say, when this utterances that Senzo Meyiwa has been killed, we did not believe it because at that stage it was not even in the news. It was not known that this person was assassinated or was killed by any form. It only came later. Then he explains the chain of events after this announcement, them getting to know about that, the interaction that he had, which confirmed in terms of the private confession that was made to him that indeed they were involved in the killing of the deceased and why he was kept away. So the statement speaks for itself. This person was directly involved, my lord.
Mina ke lana uma kuukuthi umbuzo uthi ke ingabe ukhona yini umuntu othi ngaphambilini kokuthi abasola bahambeke beza ke kuyena lo muntu bamtshela ke ukuthi manje siyahamba siyokwenza lokho noma siyobulala uSenzo, cha asinako ke lokho. Kodwa ke uGwabeni lona ke uyakusho ke noma ke ukhuluma ngento eyenzeka ke ngaphambi kokuthi ke isigameko lesisenzeke abasolwa ke behlezi lapho bekhuluma noma kuukuthi lokho angazange akutshelwe ke noma kushiwo kuyena ke kodwa ke ukuthi nje babe khona ke lapho behleli bexoxa ke base beyahamba babuya ke kwashiwo lokhu okwashiwo ke kulomsolwa ke awakusho ke mayelana nokuthi uSenzo useshonile futhi ekusho ke nalokho ukuthi uma kushiwo ke lokho kushiwo ke kungekabikho ke noma kungakakhulunywa ngako ke naseyindabeni ke kodwa ke kamuva ke uma sebekuzwa ke manje useyakuhlanganisa ke nalokho akutsheliwe ke nalokho futhi awakutshelwa ke abanye babasolwa ke bevuma ke kuyena ukuthi ngempela ke babe yingxenye noma babe khona ke uma kwenzeka lokho.
So there is no witness before. Sorry, may I rephrase the question? So there is no witness who says before, as it is said that the accused were at the hostel, before the accused left, he was present with the accused and he had the planning. There is no witness who says that.
There's no witness, my lord, that says he heard them saying we are now going to go and kill Senzo Meyiwa.
Yes.
But we do have a witness that places them in the hostel before,
Yes.
then they leave, then they come back, utterances are made, and then confessions are made at a later stage as to what was happening, what was their role, and so forth. So that's what you have. And that is why I'm saying, my lord, when you conduct investigation, and unfortunately, I think I'm trying to get a sense of where Advocate Nomalo is going. But you need to look, and that's why I keep on going back to say, you need to look at Sifiso Zungu's statement collectively. Then you understand the chain of the events that unfolded. That's why I said it's not post facto, because he is able to place the accused before, and then they leave. Then the incident takes place. Then they come back. Then utterances in relation to the death of the deceased are made by one of the accused, Subsequent to that, certain events unfold. He explains them, my lord, and I don't want to say them as if now because Mr. Mgomezulu is not here, because they relate to accused number one. But certain incidences, other than what happened in relation to this matter and in suppressing it, takes place. You know, and it explains them up to the time when the confessions are made. So there is this person who was present in the hostel, other than Makosonke, by the way, who was also present in the hostel, and also make utterances, my lord, in terms of what he was told by accused 1 and 2, and then subsequently Constable Zungu as well, who was also at the hostel.
Lana ke ingako ngishilo-ke ukuthi ke statement sakhe ke uSifiso Gwabeni uSifiso Zungu uGwabeni kufanele ke usibhekeke wesipheleleke noma usibheke sisonke ke ngoba ke uyasho ke ukuthi ngaphambilini kokuthi ke kuhanjwe ke babe khona ke belapha ehostel kwahanjwa ke babuya ke kukhona ke ukuthize okwashiwo ke umsolwa ke lana phambi kwalenkantolo mayelana nokushona kwakhe ke yena ke uSenzo kamuva ke nokuthi futhi abanye babo ke base besho ke izinto ethi noma bevuma ke kena ukuthi ngempela ke babe khona ke lapha ngaphandle nje kwakhe ke yena ke uMakhosonke kanye futhi naye ke uSimphiwe futhi ke kena ke uMakhosonke ke kunezinto engafuni ke uzisho ngoba ke engekho lana kwakuMngomezulu kodwa bekhona nokwashiwo kuyena ke uMakhosonke uyena umsolo wokuqala kanye nowesibili.
How did you meet Zungu? The
I beg your
police.
pardon, my lord.
How did you meet Zungu, the police?
So, my lord, I received a call. I dealt with this evidence, my lord. I received a call from the former national commissioner who indicated that there is a person who has information about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. That's how I met him. Prior to that,
Okay.
yes, so that's how we met, my lord. Then I went to the national commissioner's office, and then I was introduced to Constable Zungu. That's how we met, my lord.
Ngathola ucingo ke ukuthi ngahlangana kanjani ke naye uConstable Zungu ukuthi ke ngathola ucingo okubuya ke kwaku yena National Commissioner ngaleso sikhathi ke ukuthi ke kunomuntu ke one information anayo ke mala nokushona kwakhe ke uSenzo ngase ngiya ke e-office lakhe ke ngahlangana lapho ke noma ngaleyo ndlela naye ku Constable Zungu.
By Zungu, I mean Sizwe Skhumbuzo Zungu.
No, I met him in the course of the investigation, my
Yes.
lord. When his name came up, he was traced, I think, by crime intelligence, then eventually was found, my lord. So we met during the course of investigation.
No, khuluma uSkhumbuzo uSizwe Zungu ngahlangana naye ke uma ke uphenyo luqhubeka.
Where did you meet him?
When I took the statement, my lord, we were at Primrose. You mean, where did I meet him?
Yes, where did you meet him?
I met him at Primrose, my lord.
Ngahlangana naye ePrimrose
Where in Primrose?
At the police station.
police station.
That's where the statement was taken and commissioned, my lord.
Ila statement esathatha khona sasifuthi siyafungelwa ke.
You mean the one that was taken in 2023? Last year?
Oh, I thought you meant Kwabeni. My apologies.
No, I'm not talking about Gwabeni.
Oh,
I
no,
even
no,
said
the-
to you, Brigadier, that
No, my apologies. My apologies.
no,
I
it's fine.
misunderstood.
Apology accepted. I
Yeah,
mean
no.
Constable Sizwe Skhumbuzo Zungu.
Oh, no, my apologies. So I met him first, my lord, at the commissioner's office. Then the statement was taken at our office, my lord, in Pretoria. My apologies, not Primrose.
Makhuluma ngaye ke uConstable Zungu yena ngahlangana naye ke office lika commissioner istatement sakhe sathathelwa ke ku office lami noma ke office lethu ePretoria.
I mean for the first time.
No, the first time, my lord, as I said, it was the office of the national commissioner, which is the Telkom Towers. That's
Yes.
where the former national commissioner was sitting. So that's where I met him for the first time.
Mangihlangana naye okokuqala ke kuma Telkom Towers ila iNational Commissioner ke ioffice lakhe lalikhona ngaleso sikhathi.
Who was that national commissioner?
Former General Khetla Sithole, my lord.
Ilowo kwaku General Khetla Sithole.
When was that?
I think it will be 2019, my lord, somewhere in 2019, my lord.
Ngicabanga ukuthi kwakungu 2019.
Do you remember the month?
No, I don't remember, my lord, but my recollection, it will be before, I think, the Easters. I don't remember the month, but I'm definitely sure, my lord, it was in 2019, my lord.
Nginasoke isiqiniseko kwakungu 2019 inyanga ke angikhumbuli kodwa nje ngaphambi kwama Easter.
Do you remember the date?
No, I don't, my lord.
The date angikhumbuli.
The date, insofar as my interaction with Constable Zungu, my lord, I remember the later ones where now the statement of his father becomes prevalent. And that is the date of the 12th of November, 2019, when we were supposed to meet. That appointment was then postponed to the 13th of November, where I met him with Brigadier Perumal. And then in that meeting, the positive outcome was that the father was now prepared to dispose an affidavit. And subsequently on the 18th or 19th of November, we then met. That's when the statement of Absalom Zungu. So that is a meaningful meaning where we now had something that we can document. That was late 2019, my lord.
Ama-date engiwakhumbulayo ke ilana ke unyaka usuhambile ke ngeyi-12 masihlangana ke futhi ke ngazo i-13 November 2019 naye ke uBrigadier Peruman la sesitshela khona ke ukuthi ubabakhe useyimisele ukuthi ke anikeze ngestatement base emuva kwalokho ke i-18 noma ngeyi-19 zika November 2019 uma ubaba wakhe esezakhe.
No, sorry, my lord. The statement by the father was made on the 17th of November 2019, my lord.
I-statement esikababa wakhe ke sona ke senziwa ngeyi-17 zika November 2019.
So you met Zungu, Constable Zungu, through the National Commissioner.
Yes, I met him at the office of the National Commissioner. As I indicated, my lord, I was called and I then drove to the office of the National Commissioner and I found him there with the PA of the former National Commissioner, my lord.
Yebo ngahlangana naye ke noma ngahlanganiswa naye ke i-National Commissioner yena ke uConstable Zungu nanje mangishilo ukuthi ngathola ucingo ngase ngishayela ngiya khona ke ila engamthola khona.
So you don't know who phoned Constable Zungu informing him that he must come to the offices of the National Commissioner, where you were going to meet him?
No. My lord, the arrangement as to how we got there, I was
don't
not.
know?
No. What I know is the call I received from the office of NATCOM himself to
Yes.
say there's this person, and then I made my way to the former National Commissioner's office. Then I was introduced to Constable Zungu.
Yes.
Ukuthi ke yena ke wafika kanjani ke office ka National Commissioner lokho angikwazi ngazi ukuthi ke yena ke uCommissioner waseshaya mina ke ucingo ngamthola ke mina lapho.
You said, Brigadier, what was the date that the meeting did not materialize?
The 12th of November, my lord,
Kwakungeyi-12 ka November la khona umhlangano
2019.
umhlangano ungazange uqhubeke khona ke 12 November 2019.
And the fault was on our side, my lord. It was scheduled, then I had to phone. I know the involvement of Major General Ishabane was
Yes.
he was present, so then we had to reschedule to the 13th of November.
Yes.
2019, and then we met on that day with Brigadier Perumal and Constable Zungu, my lord.
Ngiyazi ke ukuthi ke iphutha ke la ngakuthina ke ngoba ke ngiyazi naye ke uMajor General Lishabane wayekhona ke kodwa kwafanele ukuthi siuhlehliseke umhlangano kuze kube ngazo i-13 zika November 2019 kanye naye ke uConstable Zungu.
Is there anything that you ask him in relation to this offense, to this incident, on the 13th of November 2019? Is there anything that you ask Zungu about this incident?
My lord, I don't recall. My recollection, no. My recollection of the meeting, as I've said, my lord, it was a follow-up of him introducing the father, and hence I said it was a meaningful meeting. There would have been discussion, obviously, Brigadier Perumal spoke to him, but the essence or the prominent thing that came out for me is that there was then this agreement that the father is willing to see us, and then arrangements were made for the 17th for him to come through. That's really what was prominent, my lord. But yes, there were discussions, I think, with Brigadier Perumal who spoke to him, my lord. But for me, it was the issue of the father, my lord.
Kukhona ke uBrigadier Peruman akhuluma naye ngakho ke mayelana necala leli ke kodwa kumina ke kwakumayelana nodaba luka baba wakhe ke ukuthi baba wakhe ezeke ingakho ngishilo ke ukuthi ke kwakunemphumela ke kuona umhlangano ngoba ke wasesitshela ukuthi ngempela kubabakhe uvumileke ukuthi eze azonikeza ngaso istatement.
So you did not ask him anything, Brigadier, for instance, asking him a question whether he knows anything about the killing of Senzo Mayo. You did not ask him any question to that effect.
No, my lord, the meeting was not about that. I think I've testified earlier that when I met him, at the National Commissioner's office. The names of the accused were mentioned. The father as being the one who told him about the activities that took place were then were discussed. Subsequent to that, then I asked him to arrange a meeting with his father, which was a difficulty in fear of reprisal, for them being exposed. And that was going on, my lord, right up to the time when I lost contact of his number and then had to ask Major General Lishabani to assist in locating him for me because I was aware he was working under his cluster. That was done when we met on the 13th, my lord. It was on my side, it was a follow-up of where are we standing with the father. And as I said, my father, the response was that now the father is willing to meet with us. But on the same vein, my lord, was also to introduce Brigadier Perumal, because at that time I was a colonel. So this was now the most senior person who was a lead now in the team. That was done and interacted with him, my lord. So we didn't discuss the knowledge of him being involved, but we didn't discuss with him, my lord. That was done at a later stage where I said, but your name came up in numerous times on the matter, because at that stage, my lord, it should be noted, in 2019, 17th of November 2019, there was, I didn't have information, I didn't have any statement that says he was present at the hostel. It was after the statements of the likes of Makosonke, the likes of Sifiso Zungu Kwabeni came up later the following year, that then his name came up, and then that interaction started insofar as that party is concerned.
Uma ke sihlangana ke lapho ke kwangasikonaka ukuthi ke ngimbuze ke noma ngibuze yena ke ukuthi ke wazini ke mayelana nesigameko lesi kwakuwukuthi ke usezositshela noma esazisa ukuthi ubaba wakhe owamnikeza ke noma ke owamtshela lokhu la kuvela khona ke amagama ke abasolwa ke ababili khona ke manje ke nokuthi ke asazizeke ukuthi na ubaba wakhe useyimisele ukuthi ke eze ke manje azonikeza ngaso istatement sakhe, futhi ke eqaleni washo ke nokuthi ke isizathu wayenako ke ukusaba ubaba wakhe ke isona ke izathu lesi esesabangela ukuthi ke angafuni ukuthi ke avele noma ke eze ngaphambili ke, kodwa ke kamuva ke esezositshela ke manje ke ukuthi ubaba wakhe useyimisele ke ukuthi ke ezokwenza istatement, kodwa ngazo i-17 kaNovember 2019 akukho enganginako noma istatement esasikhona esasisho ukuthi ke uyena uConstable Zungu wayenolwazi noma wayekhona ke lapho. Kukamuva ke uma sengizombuza ke ngithi ke na ke kodwa igama lakho lihlezi nje njalo livela ke ukuthi wawukhona ke uma ke isigameko lesi sesenzeka ke lokho kwenzeka ke manje mase kutholakala istatement zabo Makhosonke oSifiso Gwabeni Zungu kunyaka olandelayo.
My question is about 14 words. It's a simple question. It's 14 words. My question to you is the following. When you meet Constable Zungu on the 13th of November 2019, this is the question that I'm asking to you. Did you ask him, what do you know about the killing of Senzo Meyewa? Yes or no?
The answer is no, my lord. But
Yes,
but I qualified it to say I could not have asked that question because it was non-existent.
Thank you, Brigadier.
It was non-existent, my lord. The purpose of the meeting was insofar as the follow-up meeting with regard to his father. That was the purpose of the meeting. I was not aware of the information that I obtained at a later stage, my lord.
Umpendulo ke kumbuzo ukuthi ke nge-13 kaNovember 2019 ngambuza yini ke uConstable Zungu ukuthi khona yini akwaziyo ngokushona kwakhe uSenzo. Impendulo ke cha noma ke no, ngoba ngishilo ke ukuthi ke kungani ke ngisho kanjalo ngoba ke ngaleso sikhathi leso ke akukho engangikwazi noma enganginakho okwakungangibangela noma ngangiholela ekuthini ngimbuze loyo mbuzo lowo.
At what stage did the issue of his father arose?
It arose the very same day when I met him in the office of the National Commissioner, my lord.
Udaba lukababa wakhe ke lwavela ngalelo langa uma ngihlangana naye e-office lakhe uNational Commissioner.
Brigadier, I'm going to refer you to the proceedings of the 7th of September 2023. It is at a stage when Constable Zungu was being led by my colleague Advocate Baloyi. It was at the stage when he was giving evidence in chief. I'm going to start at page 43 of the record. or the proceedings of the 7th of September 2023. At line 22. Okay, let me start, my lord, I'm sorry, at line 16. Mr. Zungu, I was actually going to the National Commissioner, then the then National Commissioner referred me to Gininda. Who was the National Commissioner? That is a question now from my colleague Advocate Malloy. Who was the National Commissioner then? Mr. Zungu, Kehla Sitwan. Mr. Malloy, yes. Mr. Zungu. Then towards the end of the year, it was on the 11th of November 2019, I received a call from General Leshaban informing me that Colonel Gininda would like to see me. A meeting was set out for him to see me, but it did not happen on the day. He saw me on a different date. Mr. Malloy. Yeah. On which date did he see you, Mr. Zungu? I think it was on the 13th of November. Mr. Malloy. Yes. Who saw you on the 13th of November? Mr. Zungu, Brigadier Gininda. Mr. Malloy, yes. Mr. Zungu. Thereafter, General Leshabane called me, intervened. Mr. Malloy. Yeah, but what was discussed at the meeting with Brigadier Gininda on the 13th of November 2019? Mr. Zungu. He asked me, what do you know about the killing of Meyewa? Mr. Malloy, yes. Mr. Zungu. I told him that I know nothing and there is nothing that I can talk about. Close quotation.
Yeah. No, I've got it. My Lord, as I've said, when we met Constable Zungu, there was Brigadier Perumal, who was my senior at the time. I was a colonel. And I know that he engaged with him. I may not recall exactly what he said. Insofar as my party is concerned, my Lord, and it's consistent with what I've said, even during the trial, within trial, it was a follow-up because the assertion that was given to me, there was no knowledge at my disposal that he was involved in the, or he has knowledge in the matter before court. I didn't have that information. The follow-up of the meeting was in relation to his father as to whether was he able to convince his father to come forward and give us a statement. And I've testified about this, my Lord, even last year on the trial within trial, even as I was dealing with the evidence in chief, my Lord, to say the purpose of the meeting was with regard to the outcome. The positive outcome was that he then told me the father is now willing to meet us for a statement, and subsequent to that, a meeting of the 17th was made, and we met the father, and then he gave the statement. That's my recollection, my Lord, and that's how the events happened. Because then on the 17th of November, indeed, 2019, we met the father, and I took down the statement.
Fundeka ngalendlela ke la ubufakazi ke lokho buka bange 7 ka September 2023 bakhe ke uConstable Zungu Mr. Baloyi uma uya ke ema Telkom Towers ubani owuya kuyena ke lapho ngangiya lapho ke ngiyohlangana naye ke uCommissioner ngaleso sikhathi ke yena ke ucommissioner yena ke wase engikhomba ke kubhale lana ke Gininda Mr Baloyi kwakuubani ucommissioner ngaleso sikhathi uZungu uKhehla Sithole. Uma ke unyaka usuzophela ke kwakunge 11 kaNovember 2019 ngathola ucingo lubuya kuyena uGeneral Lishabane engazisa ukuthi ke uKolonel Gininda angathanda noma angafisa ukuthi ke angibone. Kwaba nomhlangano owahlelwa ke ukuthi ke ngibonane naye kodwa ke lo mhlangano awuzange uqhubeke ngalelo langa. Wangibona ke ngelinye ilanga kwakuyiliphi ilanga kwakunge 13 kaNovember kusho uZungu yebo. Ubani owambona nge-13 kaNovember uyaphendula uZungu uBrigadier Gininda. Emuva kwalokho ke uGeneral Lishabane waphinda wangishayela futhi ucingo. Kodwa ke yini eyakhulunywa noma eyaxoxwa kulowo mhlangano leyo uma uBrigadier kanye naye uBrigadier Gininda nge-13 kaNovember 2019 wangibuza ukuthi wazini wena ke ngokubulawa kwakhe uSenzo Meyiwa. Ngamtshela ukuthi mina ke angazi lutho futhi ke akukho engakhuluma. Mephendula ke ufakazi uthi cha ngaleso sikhathi leso ke kwangeke ukuthi ngeke kwenzeke ukuthi ngambuza lokho ngoba alukho ulwazi enganginalo ukuthi ke uZungu khona ayekwazi ke ngishilo ukuthi nganginaye ke uBrigadier Peruman okwakuyena kwayisenior yami ngangiseyiKolonel mina ngaleso sikhathi engangifisa ukwazi kuyena kwakumayelana ke nobaba wakhe ukuthi ubaba wakhe ngabe useyimisele yini ukuthi eze noma yena ukwazile ukuthi akhulume nobaba wakhe ukuthi eze azonikeza ngestatement. Yilokho mina engakhuluma naye ngakho. Yebo uBrigadier Peruman khona wakhuluma yena naye ke kodwa mina ngangikhuluma mayelana nalo daba likababa wakhe.
So Brigadier, it is new to you that Constable Zungu told you this, that he did not know nothing and there was nothing that he can talk about. It is new to you.
No, my lord, I've just explained. If those utterances were said, as I've said, Brigadier Perumal was there and he did engage with Constable Zungu, they could have been made in that context. Insofar as my part is concerned, my lord, because this was a follow-up meeting, and I think even the record of Constable Zungu indicates that he met the national. We met the national commissioner referred the former one referred him to me. Then later in the year, then there's this meeting. So what I was sitting with was that there is this person who is father, who has knowledge about the people involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa, and I was moving in that angle, my lord. That's so there couldn't be any. And what should be noted, my lord, this is a witness. This is someone who's coming on, bringing in information to the police. Now, on what basis could I now take and say, no, tell me this and this? I didn't have the basis of that. It was a follow-up, but in that meeting, my lord, as I'm saying, and in fairness to Constable Zungu, there was then a Brigadier Perumal who had interest in the matter. We're together, and he may have asked, I just don't recall exactly what he said, but the purpose was this matter, my lord.
Kwakukhona ke uBrigadier Peruman njengoba ngishilo ke naye ke owayefisa ukwazi ke mayelana nodaba lolu ke uma kuwukuthi ke waphendula kanjalo ke uZungu mhlambe kungenzeka ukuthi waphendula kuyena ke uBrigadier Peruman. Kodwa mina ke njengoba ngishilo ke na ubhaliwe futhi ke nalaphayana ukuthi ke kwakunomhlangano kwakufanele ukuthi ke ube khona ke kodwa awuzange wenzeke ngalelo langa wase wenzeka kamuva ke. Mina ke ngangifisa nje noma ngifuna ukwazi mayelana nobaba wakhe ngoba ke weza ke nale information ukuthi ubaba wakhe ke unolwazi analo mayelana nalelo cala. Kwakunangu ufakazi uza kuthina ke ne-information. Mina ke ngangeke nje ukuthi ke bese ngithi ke na ke ngitshela ukuthi wena wazini ngoba kuna-information eze nayo.
So in essence, my lord, I'm saying if that was said, because the record speaks itself, perhaps there could have been a mistake in terms of who asked the question. Because like I said, Brigadier Perumal, as he was there, he had interest, he spoke to Constable Zungu, but insofar as my part is concerned, it's what I've testified about, it's the father, my lord.
Nanjengoba ke kubhaliwe ke khona lapha kwe record ke ngishilo ukuthi naye uBrigadier Peruman wayekhona ke naye ke futhi wayefisa ukwazi ke mayelana nalecala kusengenzeka ke ukuthi ke iphuthe lenze ukuthi ubani owabuza leyo mbuzo. Mina ke ukuba khona kwami lapha kwakumayelana nobaba wakhe.
Brigadier, unfortunately it doesn't end there. On the 7th of November, the same proceedings of the 7th of November 2023 at page 59 of the record, the following was said. I'll start at line 8 of the record. Mr. Baloyi, thank you. You mentioned a meeting that you had with Brigadier, sorry, may I start afresh? Thank you. You mentioned a meeting that you had regarding Brigadier Gininda. Were there any further meetings with him, Mr. Zungu? Except for the meeting at Telkom Towers. He came to me at Kempton Park, Mr. Baloyi. When was that? 13 November, Mr. Baloyi. Yes. Was he alone at that meeting, Mr. Zungu? He was not alone. He was in the company of another brigadier, Mr. Baloyi. Yes. Do you remember his name, Mr. Zungu? I remember the name. He introduced himself by the name Tony. That would be Brigadier Tony, Mr. Baloyi. Yes. What happened at that meeting, Mr. Zungu? They asked me about my knowledge as to what is it that I knew about this matter, Mr. Baloyi. Yes. Mr. Zungu. It is because there is nothing tangible which I knew except for which I have already alluded to. I then informed them that I did not know as to whether it was done or committed by them. I had no knowledge about it. Mr. Baloyi, yes. Mr. Zungu. After he said that he was going to conduct his own investigation, intervene, Mr. Baloyi. If you say you had no knowledge whether it was done by them, what do you mean, Mr. Zungu? That I would not tell lies to them and said that I had certainty that they are the ones that killed Mayo. Mr. Baloyi, yes. Who are they? Who are you referring to, Mr. Zungu, the suspect? Close quotation. So, Brigadier, this evidence by Zungu is raising its ugly head now and again. It was now on the second occasion that he tells you that, look, I suppose with his straight face, I don't know anything about this. Angasdot, what is your comment?
My Lord, I think first I think in fairness to me, this is the evidence of Constable Zungu, and I think those issues really must be taken up with him if they must be dealt with at this length, because then it will be unfair for me to cast aspersions and say things, because the flow of the evidence in which he was asked, my Lord, in the cross-examination, I was not in court. So I think really that assertion is really, I think it will be unfair. There's one meeting that took place, my Lord, and this is not a second occasion. What I've heard, my Lord, refers to a meeting where Brigadier Perumal was involved. It's the meeting that I was in. The location of Kempton Park, it's the same meeting that I was in. So there's one meeting. It's not two different meetings. And the understanding that is given here now is two meetings, as if like there were two separate meetings. There was one meeting, my Lord. But in fairness, I cannot comment. This is not what I've led, my Lord. I've testified as to how it happened, and I think these matters, my Lord, should be dealt with Constable Zungu, because he was in court, and he's the one that can, I think, be best vested to deal with these queries, my Lord.
Ngaphambi kokuthi ngikufundeke lo daba ke lo kushiwo ke khona lapha ke kwakuwuZungu noma ke uZungu lo owayethula ubufakazi ke la ngangingekho ke mina ke manje ke kuyena ke umuntu ose ngakhuluma ke angazi ukuthi ke uma ehlonye imibuzo ukuthi lokho kwakwenzeka kanjani ukuthi mina ke sengingaphendula ke manje kuloko akushoyo noma ke okubhaliwe ke khona lokuthi wathini enkantolo. Futhi ke uma khulunywa ke ngayo ke eKempton Park, yebo kunomhlangano owodwa ngoba manje sekuvela ke ngathi kwakunemhlangano emibili ke kukhulunywa ngeKempton Park, yebo uwona lo mhlangano lo kwakukhona ke uBrigadier Perumal, wawukho omunye umhlangano owawukhona ke lana uma nge7 ngoba ke ummeli uthi ke akupheli agcine lapho nge7 sika November 2023 ku page 59 ku line 8 ufakaza ngalendlela ke uConstable Zungu ushilo ke noma ukhulumile ngomhlangano owaba naye uBrigadier Gininda ngabe bakhona yayikhona yini eminye imihlangano kanye naye. Waphendula ke uZungu wathi ngaphandle komhlangano wase Telkom Towers weza kumina ke eCampton Park kwakunini ke 13 zika November. Yebo, wayehamba yedwa yini kuleyo mhlangano? Wayengahambi yedwa, wayehamba naye ke omunye ubrigadier. Uyalikhumbula igama lakhe? Ngiyalikhumbula igama. Uma ezethula wathi ke igama lakhe uTony. Kwenzekani kuleyo mhlangano leyo? Bangibuza ke mayelana nolwazi lwami ukuthi yini engangiyazi mayelana nalo daba lolu. Kungenxa yokuthi ke kwakungekho okuphathekayo engangikwazi ngaphandle nje kwaloko engangisengibatshele kona ngaphambilini. Ngase ngibatshela ke ukuthi angangingazi ukuthi kwakuyibona yini abakwenza lokho, ngangingenalo lolo lwazi lolo. Emuva kwalokho wasesho ke ukuthi ke uzoqhubeka ke ngophenyo lwakhe yena. Uma uthi wawungenalo ulwazi ukuthi kwakuyibona, usho ukuthini? Ukuthi ngangeke ngitshele ngikhulume amanga ubona ngisho ukuthi ngangazi ngesiqiniseko ukuthi yibona ababulala uMeyiwa. Uma uthi bona ukhuluma ngobani? Abasola.
I know Council has got the prerogative of how he wants to conduct his cross-examination, but we submit, my lord, that quoting just certain portions of a witness evidence without referring to the totality of the evidence, that might give a very skewed picture of that witness evidence, because on page 60, Constable Zungu then goes on to elaborate as to what he means, precisely on the issues that are now raised by counsel. And I don't know if he's still going to get to page 60, but the issues that he's asking Brigadier Guinin about are answered by the same witness on page 60, and I think it's important that the entirety of his evidence be put to the witness.
My colleague, my note is referring me to, or the court, to page 60. I'm not too sure which line in page 60 is he referring to.
It's page 60, line 15, my lord. And he says, but thereafter I had my knowledge when I was now certain that indeed it was them. And he says from accused 1 to 5, and he says, because of the incident that happened on the day when I was there. And he then relates as to what the incident was, my lord. And he continues up to page 61.
My lord, I was quoting the passage of the record that I'm interested in. That is going to assist me in arguing the case on behalf of the accused. That is accused number 4 before court. Obviously, the witness, my lord, was talking about the events of the 26th of October, 2014, where he says on 2 occasions he met Brigadier Gininda and informed Brigadier Gininda that I don't know nothing about this case.
You know that evidence, you can quote whatever you want. Because it depends on the interpretation. And as a lawyer, I know nothing about this case.
Yes.
It can mean anything. I wasn't there when this happened. And if you like, you can interpret to mean that he didn't know anything.
Yes.
But somebody says, I know nothing. It can mean I wasn't there when this thing happened.
Yes.
That's why maybe it goes on to page 60. It talks about other things. I don't know.
Because the way I understood his assertion was in relation to to him having met the accused at the hostel. He says, I don't know anything about the meeting
Yeah,
with the accused.
just saying.
That's how I interpret the whole thing.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yes,
That's why the brigadier says he had a meeting with him subsequently. Is that so,
Yes.
sir?
That's correct, my lord.
I mean, so, and I don't know if Gininda denies, I mean, this guy, Zungu. I don't know if Zungu denies that he never ever met with the brigadier. Because the brigadier says his father, Zungu's father, made a statement. So it's not yes or no, or yes or no, or yes or no.
my lord, at page 44, I'm sorry that I have to dwell on
No,
this.
no, you can
Just-
go on. I don't
can
want to
go on.
interrupt you.
Yes,
Go on. I'm
Yes.
just saying.
yes. No, it's in relation to the interpretation. my lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can argue that later.
Yes, these are matters for argument.
Yeah,
yes,
fine.
yes. My lord, I see now it is, it's not that I'm running away from proceeding with my cross-examination. I see it is 13:20. You are already
by the way.
through lunch. May I proceed because I'm not about to finish, my lord.
Yeah, fine. I
Yes,
understand.
yes,
So are we adjourning because of the
yes,
meeting he's got to attend?
yes.
That's so, sir?
That is indeed correct, my lord. We are pushing for, before people go and leave, to make sure that we shortlist and we interview people. Otherwise, the positions will be taken back, my lord.
Okay, fine. Okay. So we'll adjourn until tomorrow. Okay.